Hello, people. Welcome to Papeando com Pamplona. Today, I have the honor and the pleasure to receive Sergio Torres Teixeira, professor of Federal University of Pernambuco and Justice at Pernambuco too. Sergio, it's a pleasure and an honor to receive you today.
Why, thank you, Rodolfo. Tell you the truth, it's my pleasure and my honor to be in this beautiful city of Salvador and participating in what I'm going to call Chatting with Pamplona.
Sharing with Pamplona. Let's chat. Sergio, we have to talk about the new civil procedure code in Brazil and what's the influence of labor procedure in Brazil. What's the importance of the civil procedure code for the labor procedure in Brazil?
Okay, well, since here in Brazil we do not have a labor procedure code, ever since we started having labor proceedings in the late 1930s, we have always been dependent on the Civil Procedure Code. Yeah. And so since we are having a new one now, that'll have great impact on all labor proceedings.
What are the principal innovations of the new Civil Procedure Code that will be more easily applied within the labor procedure system?
Well, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like a little kid in a toy store
Yeah.
full of new toys.
Yeah.
We have a lot of interesting.
Me too.
We have a lot of interesting instruments. I would point out, let's say, the provisional injunctions, which will be a blend of what we have now in terms of immediate relief injunctions and certain injunctions that the judges will have to make in situations where there's an immediate danger or risk to the procedure, and he will have to take a decision which will give some sort of protection and assure that the proceeding will come to an end and satisfy either the plaintiff or the defendant.
Yeah. But what are the main controversies involving the application of the new Civil Procedure Code with the labor procedure system? What are the main controversies?
Okay, we're going to have a lot of discussion here. We're going to have a new incident that is in the new Civil Procedure Code, and we could call it unveiling or piercing the corporate veil. We can start to do certain measures which will make accountable people who are part of the company but are using the company to avoid being responsible.
Yeah. In civil law, we use it a lot. But traditionally, the labor procedure has always been a laboratory for a civil procedure. Has this profile been altered?
I don't think so. I think most of the innovations that we have in the Civil Procedure Code are based on our experiences with the labor procedure. I think that things like the great value that is given now to conciliation is a reflection of what we have in our labor procedure. And I think that most of these new instruments that we've had are based on very nice, very good experiences that we've have had in our labor courts.
Okay, but I have a final question. I would like to know what should common citizens and law operatives expect during the near future about the application within the labor justice or such a new law, or so many doubts about it so typically?
Well, they should expect a little bit of confusion. We are going to have some trouble at first.
I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of doubts. I'm very confused about that.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one. I am too. Most of my justices in my court, the judges in the regular labor courts are also very doubtful because it's a hard process. We have to interpret it, what the dimension is in these new instruments, and decide if that is compatible with our labor procedures. And that takes experience. You know, what some of my friends who do tax law says that a good tax is an old tax, one that has gone all the way to our Supreme Court. They have decided what the dimension is, and so we are used to it. So I could use the same sort of reflection and say a good procedure is an old procedure, the one that we're accustomed to. We're not accustomed to this new system. So we will have a lot of bumps, but I'm sure that eventually when we learn how to use and how to explore all the potential of these instruments, that I think we can better our system and we can give to the common citizen a judicial system, judicial proceedings, which will be apt to satisfy his demands.
Okay, God bless us. God bless all the civil procedure, and God bless all the citizens and law operatives that we work with this new instrument. Because this today is a test for our international Papeando com Pamplona, a sharing with Pamplona. I hope that you like this initiative. I hope that you like this idea. I think you can see at the hashtag Papeando com Pamplona, you can see the pictures, the videos of this program and a lot of programs. I hope you like that. And Sergio, it's a pleasure to receive you.
Oh, it's an honor for me, Rodolfo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.